Hello everybody out there, I'm Chris and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. Guys, we got a lot of extras this week. We got a nice amount of comics, and before we get into any of that, of course we always go into the news. And guys, huge news broke this Friday. I made the announcement that I will be moving forward in creating my comic book, a book I've been writing since I was about 16 years old. I've been given the opportunity, and I'm going to be moving forward with it. But if you would like to see an expanded version of this, because I'm not going to spend the entire beginning of the haul explaining it, Dark Avenger Live 45, Zone 4 Podcast, episode 305, from 1 hour and 58 minutes all the way to the end. Or there's a Brooklyn Boys announcement, actually, that will be up on Brooklyn Boys probably right after this haul video goes up. So any of those places you can get the expanded version of that. I'm very excited. This is exciting times, and I hope you guys join me on the journey. I'll be doing a vlog series called Epic X, moving forward all the way till issue 1's creation. Now, this channel-wise, we're on our gears. We're gearing up for episode 300. 300 is coming, and coming quickly. It's going to be here in August. So a lot of my mindset for this channel right now is gearing up for 300. A lot of my attention, however, other than the main review shows, the two main review shows, the live shows, and this haul video, other than that, my attention is going to be mostly on Comic Frontline the next couple of months. We've got Convergence, which is starting next week. We got issue 0 in this pile. And then in another month, we have Secret Wars starting in Marvel. So we've got lots of stuff coming, and it's all hands on deck on Comic Frontline. So there'll be a normal amount of videos on here, normal amount. The live shows are back on time and everything. But extras wise right now I'm going to be working a lot on Comic Frontline. We want to make sure we cover everything event wise. Now, speaking of the books, let's go into that first. And as far as Frontline Gaming Zone goes, we're going to be working on a few ideas right now because of the events that are going on in the comics. Obviously Frontline comes first. Once the events pass and all the coverage passes, we'll see where we're going to go. We got lots of games, both old and new. So we will be working on that with Frontline Gaming Zone. But right now, like I said, attention has to go to our passion first and then our other passion second. So this week in the comics, we've got Spider-Gwen, issue number 3. Got Jungle Book, Fall of the Wild, issue 4 of 5. I've been really enjoying this miniseries, and Mike's been reviewing it, and he's been enjoying it a lot too. Robin Hood, issue number 9. Volume 3 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Color Classics, issue 3, part 1 of 13 for, City at War. Mike's going to enjoy the series because I remember reading it in the, oh god, why did the name leave me completely? The, Ultimate Collection. Got Wonder Woman, issue number 40. This cover sold out. This is the 300 cover. This is a very popular cover, apparently. Got The Punisher, issue number 17. Oh my god, thank you Lord, it's finally over. Batman Eternal, issue number 52. Eternal is done. World's End, issue number 26. World End is done. Future's End, issue number 48. Future's End is done. Now all we have to do is get Convergence for the next 8 weeks, and we are done with any weekly series for a while. Other than that, we got Superman, Wonder Woman, annual number, I believe this is annual number 1, if I'm not mistaken, but it's not showing up, so I'm going to say the Superman Wonder Woman annual. Empire of the Dead Act 3, issue number 1. Really looking forward to this book. Amazing Spider-Man 17. Batman Superman annual number 2. And, of course, Convergence, issue 0. I believe this is the variant Tony S. Daniel cover. So, that's the books. Now, we got lots of extras this week. For those of you that were on the live show, you guys already know about this extra. I ended up getting the Carnage Marvel Select figure. It came out this past Wednesday. It sold out, and the pre-orders for this figure were downright amazing, to the point where, other than Midtown, which I found that at price value, which I think somebody pulled my plug out, by the way. Other than Midtown, where I saw this at price value, everywhere else this thing is spiking up in prices. So if you didn't get your hands on your Marvel Select Carnage, I would highly recommend you guys do so. The Select Venom figure, which I reviewed last year, the creator, or the person who sculpted it, Jean St. John, actually sculpted this figure as well. Expect a toy chest review of this as soon as we get some free time. Maybe this week, because I do have this week off. Hooray, finally, for vacation. Alright, before we get into any of the new games, let's get into some old games that Mike and I actually picked up this week. Most of the games we have here were no more than $10, actually, believe it or not. And this is what I like. I like when games get old enough that actually the price completely dwindles. This was actually $20 though. Red Dead Redemption, this is the Game of the Year edition. We got the full, all the DLC basically that came out for this game, which is the Living Dead one, and I forgot what the other DLC was, but basically it has all the DLC with it. Binary Domain looked very interesting, and I believe this was a $5 game, so I decided to give it a try. We got the Army of Two series. We got Army of Two, the original. We got Army of Two, the 40th Day. And then this one was the worst of the series. Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. It got a really low rating, but it was the cheapest out of the three, so we decided to just get the full series. We also got Crysis 2 and Crysis 3, both on the PlayStation 3. I did own Crysis 2 on the Xbox 360. I ended up trading it away at GameStop, but I basically found both of them for a really, really good price, so I just grabbed both of them. And this is the limited edition, and this is the Hunted edition, or the Hunter edition. Also, we grabbed Fuse. I believe this was actually a giveaway with one of the games. And finally, Spec Ops: The Line. This game definitely was crazy. Now, the new game, which I actually got today, and a lot of people have been begging me to get this, and you guys know I'm not into handheld games too much. I've still yet to actually start my Pokemon Y, I believe I have. If I'm not mistaken. X or Y?
X.
X. It was X, wasn't it? Thank you, Ellie. Ellie's behind the camera.
Ruby.
And Ruby. I've yet to start either of those, so that tells you something. But I did get this, and I actually started playing it today because everybody's been driving me nuts. And now I understand why. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Brant and I have Monster Hunter 3 for the Wii U, and we're actually going to be doing something on there, obviously, after all the big events happen. But Monster Hunter 4 right now is only on the 3DS, and this game's fun. I've only done like the first mission, and I'm setting up for the second, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's a really good game, and I'm glad people recommended it to me. See, you guys harassed me enough? Boom, I try it, and you guys were 100% right. Love this game. Great recommendation. Thank you guys so much for the recommendations. And it's a lot of people I know at my job that actually recommended it to me, so you guys know who you are. Anyway, that's it for this haul, guys. It was Easter weekend. We have a lot of the books read, but we still got a nice amount to go. So as soon as we get everything read, there will be the Indie and Big 2 reviews. So until then, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting. Don't forget to check out Comic Related, Comic Frontline, Zone 4 Podcast, Frontline Gaming Zone. Together we are your #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. And I'll see you guys really soon. So take care, everybody, and I hope you guys had a happy Easter as always. And if you don't celebrate Easter, happy Passover. If you don't celebrate Passover, happy spring break. If you're not on any of those, then I hope you enjoyed your weekend. So until then, see you guys in the reviews.